if you had to explain meditation, how would you explain it to those who are, I mean, you did a beautiful job, but in short, if you had to explain, what is meditation?
Um, the the word meditation in Sanskrit is called dhyan yog, and the actual meaning for it is the all that you do that enhances the the betterment and development of a human being to the state of self-realization, to the state of knower consciousness. It's
Okay.
elevating that human being. That's the literal meaning of Dhyan Yoga.
So connecting more to finding out, literally just being still to
Yeah,
learn more about who you are so that
yes,
you be at your highest good of what you
yes,
need, how you need to serve yourself and the world.
yes. Because I mean, we need our mind to understand things and operate things. We need our eyes. We need everything. But what meditation does is it kind of optimizes everything, because now you know that there it's your whole tool, it's your whole operating system. And so, you just shut down a little bit. When I know my son always tells me, when
Mm.
your phone doesn't work, the first thing you do, restart it. Chances are 9 times out of 10, when you reboot it, all the problems are solved. It's kind of
That's so true.
like, just give a little reboot. And you don't have to do it for long. You can do it for 5, 10 minutes, and and you come out with a whole
Mhm.
new outlook, which is amazing, because you start to see, rather than the problems that you've seen,
Mm.
solutions are now there, because you're seeing that more in a vast way.
And you can, and it is the perspective. It's always about the perspective because if I'm making a decision from a happy place, it's going to be totally different if I'm making a decision from an angry place or from a sad place. So it's important for us to get back to really a happy place, right? So your meditation
Absolutely.
can help you not only to calm your nerves down, and I'm just saying it in a general
Yes,
audience,
absolutely.
perspective. As you're, listen, I'm trying to catch up with you, but it's to be able to find a space of of just grounding yourself, centering yourself, so that
Yeah,
whatever decision or whatever you're coping with, you have more
yeah,
strength from an inner core of yourself
yes,
and being able to, to not be erratic about whatever decisions you're going to make. Because I mean, we know not to make decisions when we're angry. We know not to make decisions when we're sad or whatever situation mentally that we're in or emotionally.
yeah.
So
But
meditation can give a person a way to just calm down,
yeah,
take a deep breath, assess the situation,
yeah.
and
It
then move from that.
yeah, it's like a mini vacation. And what meditation does is it actually gives you the power, because
Hmm.
your being is where your power
Hmm.
lies. And
Okay.
I loved when you said about the smile, because um, I wrote a curriculum or a book for teaching children meditation and
Hmm.
yoga using stories.
Hmm.
And on my website, I have these little meditations. They're actually 30 seconds for children. I mean, anybody can do it.
Nice.
It's a little character, and they
Hmm.
all begin like, close your eyes and put a smile on your face. Now, what happens when you put the smile on your face? All of a sudden, your back goes up, you're straight, you're sitting straight. And then just either watch your breath or watch your thoughts, but come to know that the one that's watching is your own self, the knower. And that's the whole meditation.
So it's coming in. So it's like when we look at the person in the mirror, and we have
Exactly.
to face ourselves.
And isn't it nicer to face yourself with a smile on your face? Because
Yeah.
a smile is as infectious as a frown, but it's
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah.
It
It
gathers
brings it
people.
brings in joy. Yeah. It
Yeah,
gathers
yeah.
people, brings joy. It brings health. It brings peace.
Oh, yes.
It's a
And
welcoming gesture.
yes, yes. And it does bring health because
Hmm.
you're joyful. Everything about you is it's humming. You're kind of
Yeah.
humming with joy. It's getting your car serviced. It's got a wash. It's got oil change. It's just humming. Yeah.
And it's not like things won't happen or that you won't go through emotions. And I tell, if anything that I want to share with others is you will go through different emotions. It's how
Absolutely.
long we stay in these emotions that can be
Yes.
damaging to ourselves.
Yes.
There are things that are happening in the world right now that are just unbearable to even hear about.
I know.
At the same time, if we stay in a space of, you know, despair, of pain,
Yeah.
whether it's factual, non-factual, whatever, that your
Yeah.
body is gonna pay the price for that.
That's right.
Period.
Because
Yeah.
in the end, whatever you look at and you experience, that your body and your mind pays that tax.
Hmm. Yeah.
So so you don't have to watch horror movies all day. Sometimes you can
Mm.
take your remote and watch a comedy.
Yeah.
or,
And
or
that you're saying that for the mindset also, because if our mindset is watching or horror movies mentally all day
yes,
long, you can only
that's right.
imagine the effect that it has. And even ourselves, we need to quote unquote turn on the comedy side or the joyful side or the smiling side of the
Yes,
mind, because if not, then the outlook you can only is unbearable. The outlook is constantly is dark. It's a dark
exact
outlook.
absolutely. And it's not like the darkness isn't there. But the thing about
Hmm.
it is, um, the way that you deal with darkness is you don't kind of go
Hmm.
and push it away. You turn on the light.
It is
You
there.
turn
Is
on the
there.
light. So
Yes.
if you just sort of let your mind and your senses just let them settle down for a moment,
Hmm.
and
Is
and it's
there.
it,
Is
it's already there. The light is
yeah.
inside you. It's from the mind's point of view, it's saying, oh, it's darkness, but it's actually the opposite,
Hmm.
because the light is inside you and you're allowing
Hmm.
yourself to see it just by taking that pause.
Or being the light. Being the light
Well,
in that dark room. So everyone is
exactly.
crying, and we see it like say in a community, everyone is crying, but there's always that one person that's hugging. Everything's gonna be all right. Now they're in pain also. They're suffering also,
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
they are at another level of being able to reach outside of them and say it's gonna be okay. We're, the caregivers in our community, they're the
Yes.
one that's hugging and holding hands and sharing peace. And
And
it's
that
light. It's the
person,
light. It's a light. It's a work of light, if anything.
absolutely, because that person who you're describing,
Mm-hmm.
they have found that in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a technique to get there. But those people, they know it. They know it
Mm-hmm.
because it's, like some people have it
Mm-hmm.
as a gift, and some people need a technique to work for it.
Yes. they
So
are they are able to tap into, and of course,
yeah,
as a person of faith, I find my light through, reading and praying and being still. God says to be still, and
and
from there to be able to strengthen your core to deal with the everyday situations or whatever it is, as a person,
yes,
as a parent, as a business owner, as an
yeah,
entrepreneur. We all face different things. It's really helping us to respond How do we
That's right.
respond to things that happen in our world?
Yeah. So it's the same thing, different words, different
Mm-hmm.
ways of explaining it, but it's coming into the light and how to bring the light into your being.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and the way that I found was through meditation.
Mm. I love it.
and it,
It's, I
and
mean, I'm
and I
glad
can,
that you share that with us because a lot of times people are seeing meditation different perspectives. So to be able to, here you are, you have the experience of 4 decades. I mean,
yeah,
4 decades, and you're literally sitting in the Himalayas of India,
yeah,
and to be able to share, your perspective is, and this is what it's all about. I think the world would get to another level if we can
yeah,
just all sit together and hear each other and learn from
exactly.
each other, and
And
then really just take from each other what is the was beneficial to take us to that next level.
exactly. And that is what's so amazing and powerful about what you're doing, because you're
Yes.
allowing people like myself and other amazing
Mm-hmm.
guests to share with your audience their story. And that's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. So I really want to thank you for providing such a magnificent platform and for
Thank
inviting
you.
me into your living room, as they say.
Yes. No, it's amazing, and I I've had this project about 2 years, but of course it's amazing to see the connections that I'm making, to meet beautiful people like you, and a lot of times we just have to slow down. We have
Yeah,
to be still, and
yeah,
all the riches of the world is before us. But before we can experience it, we need to sit down and calm ourselves down and
yes,
let the world show us its greatness.
yes,
Sometimes we're so busy running, but we have nowhere to go. But
exactly.
slowing it down gives us a better view to of what to capture. So here I am, I'm capturing your essence through this interview.